Thank you, Minnie. That was indeed a visual treat. We now move on to Kirtana Amarnath of Tiruchi Rockfort, a New Gen Club. She's a smart young engineer who brings out interesting bulletins for her club. She's an MCA graduate from VIT. She has worked as a software engineer in Accenture and is now an event host and coordinator at a learning center called Technology Garage. Her presentation promises to be very helpful. It's on cyber security. Hope you enjoy this.
Hello all, I am Kirtana Amarnath, editor of Trichy Rockfort Club. In next 3 minutes, I'm going to give you all few tips and tricks to act smart and safe in the cyberspace. Cyberspace is nothing but the world of internet which become a part of our daily life. Let's get into the video. It is one of the biggest threats that we face in online today. These links are used to pull the recipients. It can be used to collect your credit card details, download viruses, disclose personal information. This can be in the form of an SMS, mail, or even voice call. So we need to think before or ignore these links to keep our information secure. Apps and permissions. We all would have come across this screen while installing apps. Most of us would have clicked on the allow button without even reading what permission it is asking for. But it is always a good practice to take a minute to read before granting any permissions. APK files. It is always a safe method to download apps either from your Play Store or your App Store. Avoid downloading APK files from random websites to install apps in your mobile phones. Indicators. Few apps uses a microphone or camera in the backend, which we may not be aware of. In latest update of mobile software, we have found a solution to this problem. We would have noticed orange and green dots in our phone status bar. The orange dot indicates that our microphone is used by an app, and the green dot indicates that a camera is being used. Charging mobile phones. We all charge our mobile phones using a USB cable, but when we are in a public station, never use a USB port to charge your phone because we are not aware what the other end of the port is connected to. If it is a laptop or PC that is connected to the other end, our phone's privacy is completely lost. So avoid using USB ports in public stations to charge your phone. Password securities. Password is something that is used to confirm a user's identity. Passwords are always compared to a toothbrush in few aspects. It is as private as it couldn't be shared even in any critical situation. It has to be changed in frequent intervals. It's very important to choose a right password. There are few tips to create a very strong password. Never use the word password as your password. Avoid using words listed in the dictionary as a password. Change your password every 90 days. Never record it anywhere. Use different passwords for every system. These things or these tips will help you create a strong password. I strongly recommend you all to follow these tips when you work online. For any cybercrime, you can contact 1930 or you can register your complaint at cybercrime.gov.in. I hope this video was informative. Thank you so much for your valuable time.
Thank you. Kirtana, are you here? Can you just say hello?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi. Thank you for that very clear, lovely video. Now we've come to segment 1. We'll move on and I invite past International Innovale Board Director and past Association President Vimla Abraham to address the gathering. She was the association president in 94-95 and the International Innovale Board Director in 95-96. We all look forward to her speeches and her sound advice. Did you know that she was the only AP who had served both as IIW representative and board member at the same time? She was also the association CCCC from 2001 to 4. During her tenure as AP, she hosted a triennial conference in Cochin in 95 and held the ICI in Kottayam in 91 under her chairmanship. She is a recipient of the prestigious Margaret Golding Award for Social Service. Today, we've requested all our speakers to address us on the theme of love, being the month of February. So we invite Vimla ma'am to speak. Ma'am, are you here?
Yeah. I was unmuting myself. Okay. Chief guest Rajni Katia, Association editor, very dear district chairman Suryaprabha, and district editor Maya. She's been doing a tremendous job with her newsletters, and even having this program. It's really very nice. Veena Raj Singh, past association secretary, all the members of the EC, all the past district chairmen who are here. It's lovely to see so many of you all participating, and the first two segments of bringing out the talents of the editor was interesting. I'm sure we have more to see. Okay, friends, because yesterday was 14th, when we call it the Valentine's Day. And I realized when I looked at my group in the national on the Enjoy Innoweed, most people don't know what Valentine's Day is. It's taken so many leaps, and each one has made their own connotations on Valentine's Day. And here I would just like to brief you on what it is. Emperor Claudius II executed two men, both named Valentine, on February 14th of different years in the 3rd century. So their martyrdom was honored by the Catholic Church with a celebration of St. Valentine's Day. Claudius believed that Roman soldiers should be completely devoted to Rome, and therefore passed a law preventing them from getting married. So Saint Valentine began to marry these soldiers in secret Christian ceremonies, and this was the beginning of his reputation for believing in the importance of love. Eventually, Valentine was found out and jailed for his crimes against Claudius. While prison, Valentine cared for his fellow prisoners and also his jailer's blind daughter. A legend has it that Valentine cured the girl's blindness, and that his final act before being executed was to write her a love message signed, "From your Valentine." Valentine was executed on 14th February in the year 270. So, now, of course, it's changed, what the reason was. While Valentine's Day is celebrated in most countries, different cultures have developed their own traditions for this festival. In some parts of the world, Valentine's Day is observed with love between family members and friends rather than of the romantic couples. See, contrary to popular belief, this day is not only for lovers, but for all those whom we love. Of course, Valentine is not the only day to share our love. Rather, it is yet another opportunity to let those whom we love know how much we love and appreciate them, especially in all our homes. Especially today, people are lacking love, are the seniors, citizens, the old people in homes. They need our love. And so, like our own parents, our siblings, our families, our friends, and love is so extended among all these people. In fact, Mahatma Gandhi has said that where there is love, there is life. So voluntary giving of help to those in need, and kindness and tolerance in judging others. Unfortunately, this is not how many people understand this word. A common misconception is that, we talk about charity, especially when we belong to Innoweed. Charity is also part of love. It's another word for love, for sharing what we have with other people. And many people think charity is only meant for the rich, and you can't be charitable if you are barely getting by. But as been proven by the likes of Mother Teresa, charity is not measured by how much you give. Rather, it is the act of giving and the intent of the giver that truly matters. Besides, from the definition above, charity is not just about giving. It is also about how we treat others. how we can, treat a stranger, and how we make others feel good about themselves, in how you help, sometimes just helping a disabled man across the street. It's literally in everything we do. Whatever we do from our hearts, it is extended, it's sheer love from our heart to other people. So whenever you are and whatever you do, practice charity as much as you can. And don't forget to inspire others to do the same. If you don't know where to start, I mean, if you just look up the Google, you'll find various quotes. Like I would like to share with you, it is when you give of yourself that you truly give. It is Khalil Gibran who had, said this long time. And have you heard of anyone becoming poor because they have given a lot? If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. If you want happiness of a lifetime, help someone else. And these are the ways of sharing your love between people. So the misconception, I mean, in Valentine's Day, originally it was to love those who need our love, to love from our heart, look being beyond ourselves to help others. And I think Innovale is one of the most beautiful platforms we have, where we can share this love with other human beings, with our friends, empowering our own members, help send and learning to appreciate others, what little other people do. This is what we should all do. Somebody does something good, learn to say, to appreciate them, to learn to say thank you. All these go a long way in building a person. So this is what, as Innovale members, to break your club stronger, make the bond of friendship stronger, you'll have to give from your heart, encourage others to come forward. And this is the most beautiful platform we've got in the form of Innovale. We are all members over here. Charity or love begins from the heart. When we think of doing charity, we have to do it immediately. Because very often, when you want to do something and so I must give some money somewhere, what happens is next day we're going to a shop and you see a lovely, outfits. Next time I'll do it, because we, our money or whatever is given to that particular thing. But do it immediately. Otherwise, selfish thoughts emerge. When we decide to contribute for the welfare, we may accumulate a lot of blessings. This is what it is. Finally, what do we go with? What do we leave? It is the blessings we get from others and the satisfaction we get from the blessings. Let the receivers also, when we look at other people, feel the dignity of being recognized. Well, you don't have to, sometimes, of course, because of branding and for the reason we have to sometimes take a picture and post it because, we want Innovale to be known. Sometimes, but give it to a person in the right way. Give it in the, let them not feel, don't belittle anyone with the way you do your service. This is very, very important. Whatever we have to fulfill the need of someone who's in hunger and thirst, let us have that strength to prove that we are human with loving hearts. See, this is, unless you have a loving heart, there is nothing more you can do. It has, whatever you do, even see like our projects, example, if you participate in it, some people say, I'll give you money, I have no time for it. But when you see the project, you'll give more. What are we doing? Where is our money going? What is the need? Unless you see the need and your participation in it, only then that love develops from you to the person or to the organization where you are donating. This is so, so very important. So in our clubs, I mean, there is one group who will say, oh, I have no time, I'll give you so much. But you would never feel a part of anything until you see what is to be done. And always remember to share a loving word, appreciate, thank you, as I've earlier said. So the greatest example of love is to serve others. Love has nothing to do with what you're expecting to get, only with what you are expecting to give. This is what sometimes you'll think, if love is only what we get, but it's not that. It's how much you can give. And as always, Mother Teresa says that if you give, you should also feel the pinch. It's not only through excesses, but you should feel that you have given something. So may love grow in each of us daily. And I always say we are so blessed to be on the platform of Innovale. So give your best for the betterment of mankind at large. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for connecting service and love so beautifully. As you rightly said, that's where it all begins. Now we move on to segment 2, and I would like to introduce Supraja Lakshmi Narayanan, the editor of Tiruchirappalli. She's here with a devotional song. You all might know this talented editor from the video of her bulletin release, which kind of went viral in Innoville circles, where she opened out a box and the hydrogen balloons came up with a bulletin. She's an editor for the 3rd time, and she loves to explore new horizons. I know that she recently did the Agastya Kudam trek and is still recovering from that. She's also an avid yoga practitioner, as her Facebook timeline will attest. I wish we could take more time to reflect on each speaker and each presentation, but we are just rushing through because we have a lot to cover. So I'm going to share screen of Supraja's work now.
Hello friends, today I am going to sing a hymn in the praise of Lord Shiva. The first line of this hymn was sung by Lord himself, and the following verses, that is 11 verses, were sung by Sundarar, one of the very closest disciples of Lord Shiva. Tiruchitrambalam Tillai Vaazhandanatamadiyakumadiye Tiranila Kandathu Kuyavanakadiye இல்லையே என்னாத இயற்பறிக்குமடியே இளையாந்தன் குடிமாறன் அடியார்க்குமடியேன் வெல்லுமா மிக வல்ல மெய்ப்பொருளுக்கடியேன் விரிபொழி சொல் குன்றையார் விரமின்ற கடியேன் அல்லிமென் முல்லையந்தார் அமர் நீதி கடியேன் ஆரூர நாரூரில் நம்மானு காணே ஆரூர நாரூரில் நம்மானு காணே. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். Hello friends, today I am going to sing a hymn in the praise of Lord Shiva. The first line of this hymn was sung by Lord himself. And
Thank you. Wasn't that lovely? What fluid and calming singing. It was beautiful. Now we move on to Dr. Mangala Lakshmi Preetham of Madurai City. She's going to talk to us on women's health. Mangala is a talented young gynecologist specializing in fertility. She's married to an endoscopic spine surgeon, Dr. Preetham of Preetham Hospitals, and we see a lot of projects done by Madurai City connected to the work they do. She's actively involved in women's health camps and projects. And her Instagram page, incidentally, is packed with informative reels and shares, which shows how new gen she is. So I'm going to share her presentation, which will definitely be of use to all of us.
Hi, good evening to all my Innoville friends. I'm Dr. Mangala Lakshmi. I'm a gynecologist and an obstetrician. I'm an editor at Innoville Club of Madurai City. So today I'm going to give you a few tips on how to keep your well-being healthy and happy. So according to me, a healthy person is one who keeps his or her physical, mental, and spiritual health balanced. First thing is stress management. It plays an important role and to keep your hormones balanced. And the hormones, it works from your head to toe and it keeps your body healthy. So I'll start from brain. So for your brain, you have to have a sound sleep of at least 7 to 8 hours a day. And you need regular exercises. So you should at least do 30 to 45 minutes of exercises daily, at least 5 days a week. So for your eyes, if you're going out, always wear sunglasses. And if you're watching movie or you're seeing something in your phone for a longer time, it definitely give a rest, give a break and rest to your eyes. So that will definitely lessen the strain to your eyes. Next, coming to the heart. The heart pumps blood from head to toe. So it is very important to keep your heart, healthy. So to keep your heart healthy and healed, so you have to have a good sleep, avoid stress, have, 2 to 3 liters of water per day, and have regular exercises. Whatever exercises you like, you can do. You can go for walking, running, aerobics, yoga, swimming, whatever you like. But definitely you should have some kind of physical activity daily. Now coming to gut health. So to keep your gut healthy, you have to include 3 kinds of food. So the first one is prebiotic. That is, you have to include onion, banana, honey in your diet. And fiber diet, which includes kiwi, broccoli, garlic, etc. And probiotic, which is your yogurt and all your fermented foods. So if you include these in your daily diet, that will definitely help in good absorption, and it will prevent constipation and other problems. And also have plenty of water. And coming to kidney, you have to drink a lot of water and avoid more of caffeine. And if you are a hypertensive or a diabetic, kindly control those. And coming to bone health, so as I already told, you definitely need to do exercises daily and keep yourself fit. And you need sunlight exposure for vitamin D. And you can also include vitamin D in your diet. That is from your fish, milk, spinach, all milk products like paneer and everything is rich in calcium. And if the diet supplement is not enough, you can also have some supplements in the form of tablets or syrup, and you can consult a doctor for that. So your bone health is very, very important, especially for a woman who is in a perimenopause and under menopause period. And last one thing, I want to tell that we have a vaccine available for cervical cancer, and that is the HPV vaccination. So I advise everyone to have your HPV vaccination, which will prevent your cervical cancer, not cure it, will prevent it. So you can, all girls, you can take from the age of 9 till the age of 45. So if you have your sister, your daughter, your cousins, or whoever, kindly tell them the earlier you put, the protection rate is 100%. So kindly go take your vaccine. There are totally 3 doses. So if you want any details about this, you can contact me. Kindly take care of your health. Always prevention is better than cure. Keep smiling, be happy. Hi, good evening to all my Innerville friends.
Thank you, Dr. Mangala. Now we have Radha Janardhanan, the articulate editor who opened our meet today with the lamp lighting and the prayer. She's a translator and writer. It is not easy to be proficient in more than one language, and here is one person who is. She shares a poem that she wrote in Hindi with us. Let's have a look at it. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Okay.
दोस्तों प्रस्तुत है कहना है कुछ की अगली किश्त की कविता। इस कविता का नाम है शुरुआत। माँ उस मिट्टी की कहानी है जिसकी गोद में नन्हे पैर चलकर घर आते हैं। फर्क यही कि सबकी माँ घर पर थी, उस अनाथ की पंचभूत काया से उठकर हर कण में, हर स्वर, भाषा के हर लय में, सब घरों के हर चेहरे में फैली थी। उसकी माँ इन अनगिनत सूक्ष्मताओं से उसकी ओर स्नेहमय बाहें बढ़ाती, उससे पूछती कि मेरी बीज से जन्मे वृक्ष में इतनी व्यथा क्यों? अगर कभी अस्पष्ट होता है जीवन तो समझो आ गया है पुनरावृत्ति का क्षण, उसी की कोख में सिमटने का, पुनः रक्त मज्जा प्राण शक्ति के संचार का, वापस लौटने का, सफल होने का, फिर निर्मित हो सको, बन सको वह विशुद्ध प्राणवान प्रसन्न स्नेहमय निर्मल बिंदु जो थे तुम कभी उसकी बाहों में सिमटे सुख, रग रग में समेट उसकी स्मृतियां, जगाकर उसकी चेतना अपने भीतर, फिर से खुद का उसी स्फुलिंग से निर्माण करो, जैसा उसने सोचा होगा वैसा बनो। हाँ सच में उससे बढ़कर किसी ने ना सोचा होगा। कितनी सुंदर रही होगी तेरे लिए उसकी कल्पना। मैं रूप वही बनाऊं, मेरी दृष्टि हो चुकी मलिन है, पुनः स्मृतियों की गोद में खेलकर अज्ञात को भाव भक्ति से संवार कर उसे पुचकारूं, खुद को संवारूं, आंखों को धो लूं और बरसों की धूल हटा लूं। वात्सल्य भरी धरा से झांकते कोपल की तरह हिम्मत करके अपना नव निर्माण कर लूं। हाँ संदेह न करो, ये संभव है, यह संभव है। एक नया सफल तुम माँ के हाथों पुनः संभव। धन्यवाद। Dear co-editors and dear Maya Gomez, our district editor, thank you for organizing this beautiful gathering where we all fellow travelers get to say hello to each other. It's almost going to be a year now, and it's time we all really met. I'm Radha Janardhan, and I am the editor for Beacon from Innerwheel Club of Trivandrum. And I'm very grateful to Innerwheel, our president, Lekha Gopakumar, who requested me to become the editor. And I really enjoyed learning the technology to create a magazine. And I just hope I create more and more. As you can see, I love creativity of any form, whether it's garden, whether it's my home, and I love music, I love to sing. And I love to write and translate. So out of all this, I would say translation and writing poetry is what my identity is outside of Innerwheel. So I hope you enjoy my poem, which is about a mother wishing that when the child finds itself going astray or breaking down or going into depression, she wishes that it would come back for help to the mother because the mother would know what to do. So I hope you like it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mrs. Radha Janardhan, for that lovely poem. Now we go on to, before we carry on, let me just acknowledge the PDCs who are present today. I've seen PDC Lakshmi Varthini, PDC Renuka Gopinath, Chandrika Krishnaswamy, Dhanlakshmi Ashokan, besides PDC Kamala Manimorian, PAS Bina Rajasingh, and past International Innovale Board Director, Vimla Abraham. Thank you so much. Have I left out anyone? This is all I could see on my screen. Thank you so much for joining us. I'd also like to acknowledge the presence of our district EC members, AC members Cinda Joji, Vice Chairman Anita Natarajan, District Secretary Swarnalata Arnachalam, District ISO Geeta, GRA Geeta. Thank you all for joining. PDC Vilasini Benroy. Thank you all for joining. I'm sure there are more people who I've missed out. Anyway, let's go on to the introduction of our chief guest this evening. And for this, I welcome Supraja Lakshmi Narayanan, the editor of Tiruchirappalli. I must just add that Rajni Katia is somebody who always stands out in a crowd. And she's extremely good looking, and also she has a lovely collection of handloom saris that makes her really stand out. And most importantly, she's very approachable. She's very, she's always available if you need to talk to her or ask her something. So lovely to have known you through Innovale. Thank you to Innovale for that. Anyway, let me invite Supraja to do the introduction.
Thanks, Maya. Happy evening to all the dignitaries and my dear friends. A leader with courage, clarity, and humility does make a very profound impact on our lives. Today, we have one such inspiring leader in our midst. Our celebrity chief guest of the day, our very own national editor, Mrs. Rajni Katia, a master's degree holder in mathematics from Punjab University of Patiala. Amiable, gentle, compassionate, and diligent person she is. After her momentous decision in Innovale in 2012-13, as a charter secretary and also as the president in 2013 and 14, she came out with flying colors and bagged outstanding number of awards, not only for her club level activities, but also for all the posts that she held at the district level. She stepped inside the district board as editor in 2015-16 and edged flamboyance all over her alluring work, and her remarkable performance was much appreciated. She spread her wings further in empowering women, as she says is one of her close to heart projects. Her thoughtfulness and the magic of her mind with her finest touch indeed left a sparkle of magic. Yes, she was the key person to start an Innovale Vocational Center in her city with 10 different courses through which she has created an impact amongst women, in turn creating opportunities for their empowerment. Kudos to her for the constant support in making the Innovale Vocational Center run successfully even today as we speak. She created a Facebook page for her home club and also for the district. She introduced the Lifetime Achievement Award and was the first district editor to launch the e-newsletter in a flip book format in her district. During her tenure as a district chairman, she successfully conducted a webinar on stock market with a record-breaking participation. No wonder we now see a lot of Innovale stock market bulls around us. She has also published a poetry book named Stri Shakti Kavya Sankalan. She has made a mark. Yes, she has made a mark and has gone an extra mile by achieving the reputed designation of national editor, and has been indeed the first person to accomplish this milestone in her district. Apart from being a passionate singer, she also loves to try her culinary skills and explore traveling to different places time and again. Ladies, presenting to you the most energetic, dynamic, multi-talented, diligent, and compassionate person who has the soul of a mermaid, the fire of a lioness, the heart of an angel, and the spirit of a butterfly, our chief guest and our national editor, Mrs. Rajni Katia. Ma'am, we are indeed very proud and feel privileged to have you amongst us. Ma'am, at this juncture, we would love to hear from you, ma'am. Just 3 questions to you, ma'am. Ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Ladies out there, don't miss this, as this is a golden opportunity for all of us out here to hear it directly from ma'am. Ma'am, your first question. We know you love to try out your culinary skills. Can you please share with us about one of your favorite preparations?
Hello, everyone. Hello, Supraja, Lakshmi Narayan. So thank you so much for such a kind introduction. You have given so many compliments to me. Like I must have recorded your speech, your introduction. So thank you so much. And yes, yes, I love cooking, but the most I love to cook, I love to make salads. Yeah, so I think it's healthy and full of nutrition. And I make variety of salads like fruit salad, vegetable salad, noodle salad, peanut salad, sprout salad, couscous and quinoa salad. So many. There are so many salads that I make for my family, because this is the best thing to make your make your family healthy.
The world is moving towards the healthier version, ma'am. That's a great thing that you have just gone through this healthier version, ma'am. And you're as DC, District Chairman, you opened an Innovate Locational Center. Could you tell us more about it, ma'am?
Okay, Supraja, medical field, goals on medical given by our association president, Dr. Sujit Kaur, and women empowerment has always been very close to my heart. So as a DC, as a president, I always wanted to make the girls and women independent, so that they can earn for their family independently. So my club and my club district members initiated vocational center with almost 10 short courses, small courses. Like we have stitching center there, beautician course, mehndi course, cooking course, and many more, computer course also there. So I'm so proud to say that the vocational center is running successfully till date. And I'm so happy that the girls who like completed their course from there are working independently, or they are working at some boutique, or they are working from home. And I'm so happy to see when I see them, like they are working and they are earning for their family. So I always wanted that we should open such courses. We should start such courses for the needy girls, for the needy women, so that they should not dependent on their family.
So more power to you, ma'am, for bringing out such independent women, because the world needs more stronger women like you. And I'm really proud that you have an indomitable will, ma'am.
Thank you.
And your third question, ma'am. We know you love singing. Could you sing us a few lines of your favorite song, ma'am?
Okay. So I sing mostly Hindi songs, Hindi old ones.
Sure, ma'am. Please, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm singing this song for you. Like you invited me as a chief guest here. So this is for District 321. आपकी नजरों ने समझा प्यार के काबिल मुझे, दिल की है धड़कन ठहर जा, मिल गई मंजिल मुझे, आपकी नजरों ने समझा, जी हमें मंजूर है आपका ये फैसला, जी हमें मंजूर है आपका ये फैसला, कह रही है हर नजर बंदा पर शुक्रिया, हंस के अपनी जिंदगी में कर लिया शामिल मुझे आपकी नजरों ने समझा. Thank
Wow,
you.
ma'am. You have such a deep and sweet voice, ma'am. And thank you so much for being so classy and fabulous. You surely have left a trail of magic glitter, which will be remembered forever. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks to our district editor, Mrs. Maya, for this opportunity to interact with our esteemed national editor. So, ladies, let's take back home that let's believe from our heart that we are meant to live a life full of passion, purpose, magic, and miracles do happen. Happy day. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. That was wonderful. May I request Rajni Katia to please address the gathering. Again, I've requested them all to address us on the theme of love. So over to you. That was a beautiful song.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Maya. District Chairman Surya Prabha Rajashekharan, District Executive Committee, District Editor Maya Gomez, Honorable District Advisors, past IIW Board of Director PAP Bimla Abraham, PAS Bina Raja Singh, PDC Shalja Pankaj, and the senior most PDC, District CCCC, PDC Lakshmi Paryanan, Gems of District 321, respected PDCs, District Patron District PDC Jambaga Ramakrishnan, and my dear batchmate, PDC Lakshmi Rajeshwaran. District editors, I think many of district editors have turned up today. So Minakshi from 308 that I have seen, Viraj from 317, Neelu Mishra 311, Vimla Gatani 305. I think Radhika is also there from 307. So my dear presidents, club editors, and all the beloved members of District 321 present here. Namaskaram, Shubh Sandhya, and good evening to all my dear friends. First of all, I would like to congratulate District Editor Maya Gomez and District Chairman Surya Prabha for taking this initiative to organize this webinar. Maya, the way you conducted this webinar, you planned this webinar by showing the talents of the various district editors, like flower arrangement and PPT on like cyber security, and talk on tips on women health. So it's a quite learning and enlightening experience. So it's so nice to know about your members, your club editors. So thank you so much, dear Maya and DC Surya Prabha, for inviting me here as a chief guest and giving me this wonderful opportunity to interact with the members of 321. I feel so very honored and privileged for being here among all of you. I'm extremely delighted to meet the intellectuals and district advisors, Vimla Ibrahimji, Bina Singhji, Lakshmi Paryanan, and Shalja Pankaj. So a few months back, I got an opportunity to listen to Vimlaji and Binaji at PDC Conference Panorama. And I'm so happy that in such a short span, once more I could listen to these intellectuals. And today also I was listening and I was enjoying to the speech of Vimlaji, and I was deeply connected with the content on love that she was talking about. Your joy and your happiness know no bounds when you meet your batchmate in district. So I'm so happy I can't see Lakshmi. Is she here? Is she joined? Has she joined?
Connected.
Okay, Lakshmi.
She was here a little while ago.
Okay, no problem. I will meet her later on. So friends, since Valentine week is going on and love is in the air, So I would appreciate the organizing team for choosing such a scintillating theme for today's webinar, and that is love. Friends, sometime I wonder that why we have to have a special day or a week to celebrate love. We at Innerwheel platform, I believe we have thousands of reasons and examples to spread love and happiness all around, almost every day, with our projects, with our social service, with our activities, and with our sense of togetherness. So in the same line, I would like to appreciate the exemplary work that has been done in your district under the leadership of DC Surya Prabha Rajashekharan. And I must appreciate District Editor Maya Gomez for her excellent reporting of worthy projects of her district. Each and every president and club editors are doing marvelous work, but there are always few projects that are very close to your heart. And I must appreciate one of the project that has been done in your district few days back by IWC Trivandrampuram Blossom and one more club, where they took responsibility for the treatment of cataract patients and the surgery of a small boy by providing medical and financial aid. So I appreciate this project so much. Like I sent it to international Facebook page also, both these projects. So friends, isn't it a love for humanity when we help others to come out of their problems? Isn't it a love? So by our projects, we are already spreading love and happiness in the world. So one more project done by IWC Tiruchi Malai Kotai, wherein a needy woman was helped by giving a vegetable cart so that she can start her business and she can earn for her family. So I must say again, like, isn't it a love when we take care and try our best to make them independent and cheerful? Yes, such actions, such dealings are nothing but just love. So, though these actions are small or big, it doesn't matter. But definitely they create a powerful impact on the lives of needy people. And as Vimlaji says, like, we are blessed that we are connected, we are associated with such a wonderful association, Innerwheel, where we can serve the humanity by all means. May God Almighty give us strength to spread love and happiness all around the world. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, National Editor Rajni Katia, for that wonderful speech touching on the importance of connection again between service and love, just like we started off with Vimala ma'am's speech also in the same vein. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us and your time with us. It was indeed wonderful to have you. Shall we move on to the next segment of presentations by editors? We now have Editor Purna Vikram of Tiruchinmalai Kotai with a presentation on wealth from waste. Purna is a very active young editor doing a wonderful job of showcasing her club's projects. Today, she shares with us an informative video from her own experience at home of generating wealth from waste in the form of biogas.
Hi everyone, I'm Purna Vikram, editor of Innerville Club of Tiruchi, Malaikote. I feel elated to share my experience on creating wealth from biogas. The concept of reusing the waste generated by us gives satisfaction and purpose. Now, I'm going to take you through a video tour on how we create wealth from waste in our home. We have been generating biogas at our home for past 6 years. But this requires a lot of patience, discipline, and cooperation from all our family members, including kids and servants. Now, let's get into the process of how we are going to do it. The first key is segregation of degradable and non-degradable waste. At our home, we have a separate bin in which we collect compostable waste like vegetables and fruit waste, coffee and tea ground, and also a separate bin where we add all the leftover food items. Every day in the morning, we mix solid and liquid waste along with adequate water and feed it in the inlet of the biogas digester. We also add cow dung to our biogas digester. We get 2 end products as the output. Biogas slurry is balanced in NPK, that is nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, the 3 nutrients which the plant loves. The second byproduct is the gas rich in methane, which is stored in the floating dome above the digester, and the excess gas is stored in the storage bag, which will be retrieved when required. Methane is a greenhouse gas which is produced when we throw these waste with the municipal waste. This methane harms the environment, leading to climatic catastrophe. The best part of this mission is that we harvest the methane, burn it productively, and save the environment. The burner for biogas stove is specially designed with a bigger hose. In our house, we usually complete 75% of the cooking using biogas. This has brought down the dependency of LPG significantly. Only problem is that the cooking using biogas is slightly slower when compared to LPG. Wrap up. We all know that waste can be segregated as biodegradable and non-biodegradable. The biodegradable waste can either be liquid or solid. In our home, we usually cut the solid waste. That is, we cut the vegetable waste into small pieces, mix them with liquid waste, which can be leftover soup, rasam or sambar, and add sufficient water before feeding them into the biogas digester. Anaerobic digester is nothing but our biogas digester. It gives us 2 important products. First one is a methane, which is a cooking gas. And second one is a liquid slurry, which is a rich organic matter. In our home, we have seen this organic slurry making wonders to our plants. So why not try it at your home and experience the same magic? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Purna. Are you here? Can you just quickly say hello if you're here?
Hi, ma'am. I'm here.
That was a wonderful presentation.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Nicely covered and very pertinent topic. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Friends, our chief guest would like to leave the gathering because actually she's not keeping well, but still she was able to join us for this period of time, and we're so grateful to her for having come in. So let's all just say goodbye to her, and we will send you the vote of thanks later, ma'am. So
Yeah. Thank you so much, Maya. I'm so sorry. Like I have to leave the meeting because I'm not feeling well. So, but it was a great experience. I'm so thankful to you, to Surya Prabhaji, and all the members of District 321. I'm so very thankful to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Get well soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Gattani from 305.
Yeah. Oh, 305 Vimla.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you, Rajini.
Hi. How are you?
Get well soon.
Thank you so much, Lakshmi. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you after such a long time.
Yes.
Get well soon.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye. See you
Bye-bye.
later.
bye-bye. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much, Maya. Thank you, dear.
You.
Bye.
Friends, we now have a cultural interlude. Let's look at a dance by Gopika Shankar of Trivandrum Iris Gold. This is a New Gen Club as well. Gopika is a student of psychology in Trivandrum. She's the daughter of Anjita BR, past president of Trivandrum North. Anjita herself is a talented choreographer. So enjoy this beautiful fusion dance by the fluid and graceful Gopika. Second.
The audio we couldn't hear.
And it is not coming as a full screen also, ma'am. Actually, the screen is very small. The full screen.
Maya, we couldn't hear.
The screen size is very small. I think you have to.
Wasn't that lovely? Gopika, if you're here, please do say hello. Now we go on to a presentation by Shanti Anamala Swami of Shivakashi Gold. Shanti is a powerhouse in herself. She brings out excellent videos covering district events, and I've shared one that she did of the Tuticorin meet in the National Editors Group. I've also shared a quick tutorial that she shared with me on the spot on how to insert circular pictures and text in a template for International Innovale Day. Anyway, now let's take a glimpse of her fireworks factory. Here goes. Shivakashi is the land of fireworks, and it's nice to get to see something firsthand. Again, thanks to Innovale. Sorry. No, it's not this one. I'm sorry.
Hi friends, I am Shanti Annamalai, editor of Innovale Club of Shivakashi Gold. I'm going to take you to a short tour of our factory, Ramakrishna Fireworks Factory. It will take a long time to look everything elaborately in the factory. So I have showered here and there of our work and made it to a little video. Thank you so much, Maya ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. I'm so happy to present you this video. Thank you. My favorite part, every morning we feed peacocks. Then these are the manufacturing rooms. Each room have 4 doors for safety measures. This is chakkar manufacturing, tubes filled with chemical. Then we roll the tube in a paper, striped paper. Then we wet everything and then again we roll this like this and place each circle in this grid. They all have their own safety measures. They wash hands frequently. These are the finishing process. We stick one side embossed label and one side a circular board. Then we again keep it for drying 2 days. Then only our shaka will circle fastly, swiftly. Then we go into the packing area. We pack like this and put it as a bundle. This is the bomb manufacturing area. Fuse is inserted here. Then we stick the embossed labels here. Then we go to the packing area of the bombs. The bombs are packed here. This is Lakshmi Vedi. This is the finishing area of the rocket. The lady is sticking embossed label on the rocket. Then comes the Bijli packet area. They're packeting the crackers. This is a famously called Lakshmi Vedi manufacturing. They roll the cracker in the paper, then stick the label and roll it, and our cracker is ready. Friends, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I thank Maya ma'am for giving me this opportunity. I thank Inner Wheel. Without Inner Wheel, I wouldn't have known that I have so much potential in me on working as an editor. Thank you, Inner Wheel. Thank you, Maya.
Thank you so much, Shanti. Now we move on.
Thank you, ma'am.
You here? Thank you. That was lovely. Maybe we'll see it in person one day.
Sure, ma'am.
Now we have an address by our past association secretary, Beena Rajas Singh. Known for her impeccable written and spoken English, PAS Beena Rajas Singh is our district advisor and mentor. She brings clarity and substance to all our communications. We all look forward to her comments and encouraging words. Did you know that she had her education in Delhi and had a brief stint as teacher in Kabul, Afghanistan, where her father was posted, before returning to her hometown of Shivakashi after marriage? She was association secretary in 2012-13 and is a good friend and batchmate of our association president, Dr. Surjit Kaur. Beena ma'am, may we now have you address us, please? Is Beena ma'am here? You'll have to unmute. She's not present.
And not it unmuted.
Okay, ma'am, you'll have to unmute yourself.
I haven't unmuted myself, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. As I was saying, it's such a pleasure to be here this evening. And this program so far has been really, it's just been mind-blowing, and every bit of it, every segment, as beautifully organized by Maya, who has put it all together. Thank you, Maya, for bringing us all together, and all my friends here today, and all those who've come from other districts too. When Maya told me, you've got to speak on the theme of love, I said, my God, listen, I'm 68. What am I going to speak on? Then she said, no, say something lighthearted and all. So this is, our Vimla ma'am and the editor have all spoken about, what love is all about. So I just said, can I talk about my marriage? It's called a Murukku Kalyanam. Murukku for you North Indians is chakli, the Tamil it is Murukku. So she said, yes, go ahead. So this was long, long ago. I've been married 46 years. And it is a little nostalgic, recalling back how, what love is really all about, what you learn. And I was studying in Delhi, and my grandparents are in Sivakasi, neighbors to my in-laws. So I had just come for a holiday, December. And apparently my husband was around. I've never seen him before. And he came in his bike, those were the days, wearing bike and dark glasses, and all my cousins were there. We always used to be in their house because his brother and wife were great. They used to take us kids all everywhere. We were the elder cousins, so I was 18. And then he was there, and that was the first time I'd seen him. And then I said, okay. Then I had this book called The Nadars of Tamil Nadu, and he's very much, he and his father, he said, I want this book. Can I give it to my father? I'll return it back to you. I said, sure. So I gave it. And then I went back to JNU where I was studying. 3 months later, what happened was that I get a message saying, I'm coming to Delhi. I will return the book and I'm coming with a family. Our local, this thing, do you want anything from here? As you know, when you're in the hostel, you're always hungry. So since my grandmother was next door, so I said, just get some snacks from my grandmother. And sure enough, one big, what happened, my granny, of course, gave him a big box of murukkus to be given to her granddaughter in Delhi. The funny thing was, half the murukku was polished off in Madras itself, I think, as he was having a beer or something with his friends. So I got half the box back and a bag full of chocolates, all the chocolates available. And he came with his family to the university. So they picked me up and they said, come, let's take you out for dinner in the hostel. Where will you get good food? So they took me out. And then suddenly what happened, this couple, the old couple, and very good friends, family friends too, of my in-laws, they just said, okay, now you go for a drive. And they just got out of the car and they went off to see a friend. I said, we'll be here. So I was wondering, what is this man up to? Why should I go alone with him for a drive? Then he drove, and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't get out of the car. And they said, nahi, you stay. Kuch nahi hai, aap thoda baat kijiye, they are North Indians. So then he said, why I wanted to talk to you alone first, because you're from Delhi and I'm in Sivakasi. And Sivakasi in 76 was literally 73, 74 was the back of beyond, We didn't even have gas. So do you think because our parents and grandparents have been friends from generations, my grandparents and his parents. So I don't want anything to come. Suppose they send you a formal proposal. Will you accept? I said, how do I know? My parents have to say yes. And my parents were in Kabul. And so anyway, I finished my MA, went back to Kabul, where I was teaching. And then along comes this letter from my father-in-law, how they send the letter with turmeric on the, the borders of the letter saying we'd like the hand of your daughter in marriage for our son. And back south, all his sisters and brothers, as if she's going to say yes to you. Oh, she's from Delhi, you're in Sivakasi. And this, apparently my husband was this lovelorn, suitor. He used to go to the farm and write my name on the trees and, and he actually saw the tree after we got married and lock himself up and wouldn't eat. No, daddy has to send. So my daddy advised him. His father, advised him that, you must think, will she be able to adjust? Ours is a big... Anyway, the letter came and the marriage took place. So my marriage is always called a Murukku Kalyanam. He says, your grandmother was cunning. Look at her. She wanted me for a grandson-in-law. So she sent this box of murukku so that I could give it to you. So that is the story. It's been an amazing marriage. I came from Delhi and I came and settled here. And he's a wonderful man. And it wasn't, it wasn't very difficult to adjust, honestly. When you have your own home, and the children come, and then you have loving in-laws. You have, most important, a loving husband. It's not difficult. So that's what I say, no matter where you are, it is love that is so, so important. When that love is there between your husband and you, there is no question of anything else happening. Of course, we have our differences. We did fight in the first 10 years, at a lot of adjustment. We did fight, raised our voices, but it was love that kept us together. And 46 years later, I can vouch for that, after the children are married and the grandchildren have come, that love has never changed. And Inner Wheel has helped me so much. This is on the family front, but even at the club, when you are helping others, that is a different kind of love. Inner Wheel has taught me so much to give of myself, to give my time. So that is what life teaches you. Love is the most important. Out of the three virtues, faith, hope, and love, love is the most lasting, and it is the most important, the key thing in our life. Without love, we cannot live. So that is my short message to you. So that is the end of my Murukku Kalyanam, which turned out very, very well. Thank you.
Thank you, dear ma'am. It was so nice to hear a personal story from you. We usually get to hear very formal speeches, so it was really lovely that you shared your Murukku marriage story. It was lovely. And I'm
Thank
sure
you.
you still love Murukku. Favorite snack. So thank you for that. Shall we move on with our segment 4? And now I'm going to share a presentation by Raji Vipin. Raji is the editor of Vagathanam. She's an architect and an academic. She's currently working on her PhD thesis. We are both architects and we know each other through mutual friends. She's always on field work related to her thesis, very, very busy. And on Sunday, when I called her, she was off to Wayanad on a site visit, because she has a practice also going parallelly. She's a busy mom of talented kids. Her daughter's painting was published in Our Souvenir, and she's also an avid baker. So let's look at this presentation she's prepared on mural painting. It was originally done with her students it was a 1-hour presentation, but she's cut down to 3 minutes. So if you need to know anything more about it, you can always contact her. Here goes. Thank you for that lovely presentation, Raji.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, hi. Nice you could attend also. Now let's move on to the next presentation by Rajeshwari Prabhu of Shivakashi Pyro Town. This is a presentation on her online boutique. Rajeshri, can you just say a few words of intro very quickly?
Okay, ma'am. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here with everyone, all the dignitaries. Actually, I'm in this field for 4 years, online trading. I'm doing jewelry and clothing. In that clothing, I'm doing kids wear, saris, pure silk, soft silk, everything. Jewelry, I have temple jewelry and German silver also. And you can see my collections in this video. And thank you, ma'am. That's it, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. So
Thank you, ma'am.
One second. Thank you. Kindly mute friends.
Vanakkam, I'm Rajarajeshwari from Innerville Club of Sivakasi Pyro Town. I would like to share a few ideas regarding online trading. I'm in that for 4 years and I would like to share my products, my collections that I have got for my family members, for myself and for my children. Do follow me on my Instagram and Facebook page at Seventini Collections. Thank you, ma'am, for this opportunity. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Rajeshwari. Nice to know about your entrepreneur. Hope you get some orders from them.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Now let's move on to Jyoti Digital Fort, and she's going to be sharing a presentation on yoga. Jyoti is a young member of a New Gen Club, and she is a yoga instructor. So let's look at what she has to share.
Hi, this is Jyoti Meena. Good evening to all. I'm the editor of Innerville Club of Dindigul Fort. I'm a yoga teacher. First of all, I should thank Mrs. Maya ma'am to give this opportunity. And I should thank Mrs. Surya Prabha ma'am and Mrs. Sudarshana. Thank you. Today I came to talk a few words about yoga. Yeah, we need it. Early days, it was part of their life and they all lived in the present moment. But nowadays we jumped into machinery world, so we are not aware of yoga. Yoga is a connection between mind, body and soul. This is possible only through physical movement and keep our mind stay still. Once we all connected, body, mind and soul, then we'll connect to the universe. That means we are leading a healthy and happy life. Once we are in healthy and happy life, then we will help for others in the society. This is what we are doing now, but we should do more by doing yoga, and we should spread through the overall world. Yeah, definitely we all will do it, I hope. And I'm going to do a small practice of breathing exercise. most of them know, but anyways, I'm doing now. It might helpful for someone. You have to sit in any comfortable posture. Now, right now, I am in Vajrasana, and keep your hands in Chin Mudra, left hand in Chin Mudra, and right hand in Nashika Mudra. Fold your middle finger and then point finger. First, you have to start through left and keep your right thumb on right nostril. Inhale and close your eyes. For video purpose, I'm just opening my eyes, but while you're doing, you have to close your eyes. You have to keep our right thumb on right nostril and inhale through left nostril. And place your ring finger, then exhale through right nostril. Again, inhale through right. Exhale through left. This is one complete cycle. Usually exhale should be more than inhale. And this will be helpful for all ages in any time, any season. You all can do it. If you keep practicing for 5 minutes a day, it will be more helpful for you. And you will be balanced in your day-to-day life. Like even if it is happier, also will be come to balance. If it is very sad, and you will become to balance. So basically we'll be balanced in our regular routine. I hope it is helpful for everyone. And be aware of yoga and be helpful for the entire whole society. Thank you.
Thank you. Jyoti, are you here? Do say hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Jyoti. That was really nice.
Yeah, hi.
Do online classes?
Hi to all editors.
Hi. Do you do online classes?
Sorry?
Do you do online classes?
Yeah, I have online class. I am doing that.
Wonderful. So maybe some of us can join your class.
Yeah, definitely. You're welcome.
Okay, now shall we move on? We'll move on to the addresses by our district editors from other districts. I'd just like to acknowledge those who are present. I've seen Dr. Neelu Mishra 311. Hello. Viraj Kotak.
Hello.
Hi, hi.
Hi. Viraj Kotak from 317.
Yes, hi.
Vimla Gatani from 305. Meenakshi Anand from 308. Sugandha Bharti from 301.
Hi.
Hope I haven't missed out anyone. Okay, anyway, now let's have an address by Dr. Neelu Mishra. She's a district editor of 311. She's from Bareilly, UP. Over to you.
Thank you. Firstly, I congratulate esteemed guest, Chief Guest of the evening, National Editor Rajni Katia Ma'am, District Chairman 321, Surya Prabha Rasikaran, past International Inner Wheel, Board Director and PAP Vimla Abraham Ma'am, past Association Secretary Beena Raja Singh, PDCs, District Executives and the District Editors from other districts, and Club Editors of District 321 present over here. I am highly grateful to District Editor Maya Gomez for providing me this opportunity to express my views on love. Love. The word itself imbibes a positive feeling. If I am here in front of you, the reason is love, which gave us this beautiful platform of Inner Wheel, the largest international women's organization. The driving force for me has been my love and empathy towards the women and society at large. Love is present in all the relationships, parents, siblings, children, pets, self-love, and even for nature and other human beings. Just be lovable and spread love through our services towards humanity. At last, I conclude with these beautiful lines. Life is the flower of which love is its essence. Thank you, friends.
Thank you so much, Dr. Neelu. That was wonderful. I now invite Meenakshi Anand, the district editor of 308 from IWC of Panchkula, adjoining the city of Chandigarh in Punjab, to kindly address us.
Yeah, good evening to all dignitaries and friends. I congratulate District Editor Maya Gomez for organizing this wonderful event. मेरी इस बात है कामयाब महिला. हम सभी जो इस ग्रुप में हैं यहाँ पर बहुत कामयाब है, लेकिन ये कामयाबी हमें अपने तक नहीं रखनी है, दूसरों तक कैसे पहुंचानी है, उसके बारे में 2 शब्द मैं यहाँ कहना चाहती हूँ. मैं कुछ अब उन लेडीज के बारे में बात करूंगी जो पहले से बहुत एम्पावर्ड हैं और जिनमें कुछ अलग करने का जुनून था. जिसमें सबसे पहले मैं बात करूं अंतरिक्ष परी के नाम से भारत देश के नाम को 4 चांद लगाने वाली करनाल की कल्पना चावला ने नारी अस्तित्व को नए आयाम दिए. रेवाड़ी की जन्मी संतोष यादव विश्व की एकमात्र ऐसी महिला हैं जिन्होंने 2 बार माउंट एवरेस्ट फतेह किया. और ध्यान से देखते हैं, डॉक्टर इंदिरा पारेख दिखेंगी जो IMA अहमदाबाद की पहली महिला डीन है. डॉक्टर कमल विल्कू नजर आएंगी जो भारत की पहली महिला है जिन्होंने 16 महीने अंटार्कटिका पर गुजारे. पहली IPS महिला किरण बेदी, एवरेस्ट विजय करने वाली पहली महिला बचेंद्री पाल, शहनाई वादक बागेश्वरी कमर, तबला वादक अनुराधा पाल. लिस्ट लंबी होती जाएगी. आप सबने गौर किया कि इन सभी ने ऐसे क्षेत्रों में फतेह हासिल की जहां कभी पुरुषों का एकाधिकार, पुरुषों की विजय हुआ करती थी और अब वो एक नए आयाम बना रही है. लेकिन हम और आप क्या हमें इतनी, हर एक को जरूरी नहीं है कि ये ऊंचाइयां छूने की इच्छा हो, लेकिन हम कामयाब हैं. वे महिलाएं जो एक ही समय में किचन और कंप्यूटर के पल्लड़ों को बराबर रखने का जज्बा रखती हैं, वह कामयाब है. आपकी इस कामयाबी पर केवल पुरुषों की वाहवाह मिले ऐसा नहीं है. हर औरत को दूसरी औरत की पीठ ठोकनी होगी, उसको विश्वास दिलाना होगा कि वो कामयाब है. औरतों में एक विशिष्टता होती है, खासियत होती है जिसका एहसास उन्हें हो चुका है. वे पीड़ितों का दर्द महसूस कर सकती है. किसी के लिए कुछ कर गुजरने के जज्बे को वे अपनी उपलब्धियों से आगे रखती है. वे घर में 10 बातें दिमाग में रखकर प्रबंधन करती है. वही बात ऑफिस में भी जारी होती है.
Hi, Meenakshi. Meenakshi, I think you got muted. Please check. Just 1 second ago.
लेडीज जो हैं नेचुरली प्रॉब्लम सॉल्वर होती हैं. बच्चा बीमार है, नौकर नहीं आया, पति का मूड खराब है, सब्जी वाला नहीं आया, टाइपिस्ट नहीं आया, ये सभी स्थितियां वो एक साथ अपना पूरी तरह से निभाती हैं, संभाल लेती हैं और किसी को एहसास नहीं होता. ये योग्यता सिर्फ लेडीज में है और मैं चाहती हूँ कि हम जो पावरफुल नहीं है हम उनको भी पावरफुल करें. अपने आसपास बहुत सी महिलाएं हमारे पास हैं. वी आर ऑल एम्पावर्ड वीमेन, लेकिन हमें अपने आसपास की औरतों को भी एम्पावर करना है. और इसके साथ ही मैं यहाँ आपसे विदा लेती हूँ इन शब्दों के साथ. तार बिना, मेरी हिंदी थोड़ी सी ज्यादा हिंदी तो नहीं हो गई है माया जी, तो तार बिना बीना बेकार है, धुरी बिना पहिया बेकार है, नारी बिना ये समाज तो क्या स्वयं घर कारागार है. सो थैंक यू वेरी मच लवली लेडीज. बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे बात करके और हम बहुत जल्दी दोबारा किसी प्लेटफॉर्म पे मिलेंगे.
Thank you so much, Meenakshi. You connected the power of women, and you're right. You rightly said that we are empowered and we should be extending that to women around us. Thank you for sharing that with us today. Now we move on to our presentations. I would like to present Nell Merlin. Nell is the editor of Trivandrum Blossom. She's a software engineer by profession, but by passion right now, she's a jewelry maker, and she enjoys creating handmade things. But because of her tech background, she's sharing with us a presentation on technology. Nell, are you here? Okay.
Yes, Maya. Hi, thanks for introduction. Hi, everyone.
We'll just share your presentation now.
Yeah, thank you.
Now let's look into the trending technologies of 2023. Technology horizon expands as ever. Change is inevitable. Staying informed of the latest technology equips you to adapt to transformations faster. Now let's look into 5G. Presently, many countries have deployed latest 5G connectivity in all their internet devices. G-Mint generation refers to a lineage of wireless telephone connectivity. Introduced in late 70s, used analog signals for audio calls. Newer
Maya, I think the volume is muted. Cannot hear the sound.
network of internet connected devices such as a mobile phone, home appliances, or any smart device. Sensor gathers users' interactions and behaviors, shares the data collected to a common IoT platform, and responds to the users intelligently. Having an IoT-enabled house allows you to remotely regulate room temperature, change channels of a smart television, automatically turn on water heater, generate message to a customer care during an appliance failure, and the information of the connected devices are available at your smartphone. The buzzword of this decade is artificial intelligence. AI integrates human-like intelligence into machines for it to work, think, and react like human beings. AI-integrated systems can now interact with humans, make accurate decisions, learn from new data, and automate repetitive tasks. A few of the automated tasks are speech recognition, computer vision, translation between languages, and many others. Netflix is an over-the-top platform offering its users with a wide variety of streaming movie content. The platform uses AI and other technology-integrated algorithms, providing consumers with more intuitive suggestions from the large streaming database. Now let's look into immersive technology. Immersive technology creates a fascinating simulated reality by extrapolating into the 360-degree spatial space to display a virtual content onto the physical world, experiencing digital space never like before. Three immersive technologies are augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality. Augmented reality allows you to project computer-generated augmentations onto a physical environment to perceive and experience of elements in the real world. Using AR, you can now select the best suited piece of furniture for your living room. Virtual reality technology enhances experience of a computer-simulated world, blocking the real-time view of the physical environment. VR in educational domain enables students to learn in a 3D virtual environment to grasp concept faster. Mixed reality technology blends AR and VR into the physical world, giving a real-time virtual experience of interactions. Healthcare doctors can simulate a surgery by using virtual elements in the physical environment. Now let's look into 3D printing. 3D printers are now accessible to manufacturers and businesses more than ever before. 3D printers help designers create 3D toys, phone cases, tools and clothing, assist engineers to create building, equipment and car models, doctors to print 3D models and prosthetics. A 3D digital model of the products is designed using CAD or 3D scanner. Nozzle ejects a semi-liquid material like molten plastic, metal or cement in order to create a tangible 3D model using a process known as material extrusion. Next topic is blockchain. Blockchain is a decentralized distributed ledger that holds transactions in blocks and are connected via cryptographic hashes. Immutable ledgers are stored in blocks, which is secure, transparent, prevent unauthorized access, and can be traced from the point of origin. Blockchain application is mainly used in cryptocurrency transactions like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and other areas such as copyright and royalty protection, real estate, and healthcare. Technology will continue to grow at an increasing rate, and subsequent innovation will materialize. Thanks for watching.
Let it end first. Thank you so much, Nell. That was wonderful. I'm sure that everyone could benefit from this. Now let's move on to, I skipped one segment, we'll move back to that. We have Minnie Punnus from Kottayam, the editor of Kottayam Club. Minnie has had 30 years in education, and she currently works with MCA students at St. Gitt's. She has this lovely presentation on her green campus. Let's watch this.
Hi, this is Jyoti Meena. Good evening to all.
Sorry.
I'm the editor of Inner Wheel Club of Dindigul Fort. I'm a yoga teacher.
Sorry, that was...
First of all, I should thank Mrs. Maya ma'am to give this opportunity. And I should thank Mrs. Surya Prabha ma'am and Mrs. Sudarshana. Thank you. Today I came to talk a few words about yoga. Yeah, we need it. Early days, it was part of their life and they all lived in a present moment.
Let me see if this works.
Hello all, I am Mrs. Minnie Punnus, editor of Kottayam Inner Wheel Club. When our district editor, Mrs. Maya Gomez, asked me to make a short video about something I find interesting, I thought I would share with you about my field of work as education. Both my parents were also teachers, and it is a calling that I have given almost 30 years to, working with both high school and college level students. I have taught computer science to all my 3 children in 11th and 12th standards, and now focus on MCA students. I'm happy to be working in this green campus, which was certified by the Indian Green Building Council. From the time this college was built about 20 years back, we have tried to maintain the natural beauty of the trees around here. We have put bird houses here to ensure that we are not driving the birds away from this campus. Hello all, I am Mrs. Minnie Punnus, editor of Kottayam Inner Wheel Club. When our district editor, Mrs. Maya Gomez, asked me to make a short video about something I find interesting, I thought I would share with you about my field of work as education. Both my parents were also teachers, and it is a calling that I have given almost 30 years to, working with both high school and college level students. I have taught computer science to all my 3 children in 11th and 12th standards, and now focus on MCA students. I'm happy to be working in this green campus, which was certified by the Indian Green Building Council. From the time this college was built about 20 years back, we have tried to maintain the natural beauty of the trees around here. We have put bird houses here to ensure that we are not driving the birds away from this campus. We also maintain a butterfly garden as well as a vegetable garden. These days, I have moved on from full-time teaching to a campus administration role, looking after the computer applications board. This means that I am involved in multiple areas, dealing with several issues every day, while also planning ahead and ensuring future success of the institution. What I enjoy most is the interaction with students, guiding them through their problems and cheering them on when they achieve something they didn't think they could do. That is what makes it all worth it, and it is why I continue to be involved.
How do I put this? That was wonderful. Thank you, Minnie. Are you here? I don't think she's with us. Next, we'll share Dr. Ashwini, editor of Trivandrum North. She's a dermatologist, cosmetologist, and dermatosurgeon with special interest in lasers, the treatment of skin, hair, and nail disorders. She works in Trivandrum. So any of you ladies who have any consultancy on cosmetology, you know who to go to. Let's look at her video now.
Hello everyone, I am Dr. Ashwini, practicing dermatologist at Cosmetic Clinic and Sri Ramakrishna Hospital at Trivandrum. Today I'm here to share a few points regarding how we can prevent the recurrence of fungal skin infections. I do have a lot of patients who come back within a few days or weeks of stopping the treatment, and they say that, doctor, the infection has come back. What do I do? So how can we prevent this? The first step being to separately wash the clothing of the affected individual in lukewarm water and to sun dry them. The second point being to iron the inseams of the clothing before putting them on. The third point is to screen all family members for even a minor infection and to simultaneously treat all of them. The fourth point being to complete the course of the prescribed antifungal as prescribed by the doctor, be it a cream or a tablet. Ensure that the entire course of medication has been completed. And the fifth point, one of the more important points, is to avoid hearsay medications or over-the-counter preparations to treat fungal infections, because a lot of these preparations have steroids which mask the symptoms, but on discontinuing these preparations, the infection does flare up. So to avoid this, avoid any hearsay over-the-counter medications to treat fungal infections. So consult a dermatologist and get the right and effective treatment.
Thank you, Dr. Ashwini. Are you with us? Now we go on to...
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you, ma'am, for the opportunity.
That was lovely.
And the whole event is so
yes.
And the entire event so far has been wonderful. I'm having a great time. Thank you so much.
We know who to come to when we need any help with the cosmetology. Now we move on to Bhuvaneshwari, the editor of Virudhunagar. She has a presentation on her hometown and business establishment. Bhuvaneshwari comes from a business family and will be sharing a quick look at her hometown, Virudhunagar, and her showroom. She has a diploma in architecture, is passionate about yoga, practicing rhythmic yoga, the secret to her fantastic figure. Of her 3 children, 2 are pursuing the MTech at IIT Madras. I'd like to share her presentation now.
No audio, Maya.
Okay. I don't know how to put that off. Thank you, Bhuvaneshwari. Are you here? Now-
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, thank you for that.
Hi, ma'am. Good
She had
evening,
also
ma'am.
shared a video a little bit later, but we'll do it another time. Now we'll move on to an address by Veeraj Kotak, the district editor of 317. Kindly come on, Veeraj, are you here?
Hello. Hello. Hi, Maya. Am I audible? Yeah. Yes. Respected past association dignitaries, DC, EC, and PDC of District 321. Good evening and warm greetings from District 317 and also district editor friends in Innerville and all the members in Innerville and friends of Innerville. Today, I'm going to share with you a poem which I had written for my husband on our 25th anniversary. For me, true love is not remembering birthdays and having candlelight dinners. For me, caring for each other and extending unconditional love and support is true love. It is my husband who let me love Innerville without being jealous and continuously supporting me through 27 years. I'm sure all of you will relate to my feelings expressed in the poem. Here I go. शादी के 25 साल कैसे गुजरे पता ही नहीं चला, कब हम 20 से हो गए 25 के पता ही नहीं चला। थी मैं 20 साल की एक लड़की, सोचती थी मिले मुझे लड़का ऐसा जो हो बिल्कुल पापा जैसा और प्यार करे मुझे उनके जितना। तब पापा लाए तुम्हारा रिश्ता, कहा यही है राइट चॉइस बेबी, तुम बिल्कुल उनका प्रतिबिंब हो, अच्छे और सच्चे उन जैसे हो। तुमने प्यार दिया मुझे इतना, कभी किसी ने न किया जितना। कहा तुम पढ़ना चाहती हो तो पढ़ो, चाहो जितना आगे बढ़ो। खड़ा हूं मैं पीछे गिरने न दूंगा, किसी के सामने सर तुम्हारा झुकने नहीं दूंगा। भरा पूरा मिला परिवार, माता पिता से बढ़कर सास ससुर का प्यार। धीरे धीरे खिले दो प्यारे फूल, बन गया हमारा एक परिवार। याद करूं तो कुछ बातें आती है याद, हर मुसीबत में मेरे परिवार के साथ रहना। ताजमहल के सामने मुझे गुलाब का फूल देना, मेरे घर हर सपनों को पूरा करना, मेरी हर सोच को पंख देना। आज यही है दुआ, तुम जियो 100 साल, मैं भी रहूं 100 साल। बस एक दिन हो तुमसे कम, ताकि न सहना पड़े जुदाई का गम। तुम्हारी बाहों में आई थी इस घर में, तुम्हारी ही बाहों में इस दुनिया से जाऊं। Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful.
Hope you loved it. Yeah. Thank you, Maya. Thank you, Maya, for creating this platform. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Neeraj. Nice to see you here.
Thank you.
Actually, we are overshooting our time a little bit, but please stay on, everybody. We just have one more segment of presentations and then we will be winding up. So stay and encourage us till the end. We now move on. I missed out on a very important person, Radhika Nair, editor of Trivandrum South. Hers was slotted in the beginning, actually, but somehow I missed it out. Radhika is the wife of an English poet and author, Rotarian Gopi Krishnan Kotur, who was also the GM of the Reserve Bank of India and lived in several places owing to transfers. Now they lead a retired life in Trivandrum. Their 4 children are all software engineers, and she gives us here an insight on her recent trip, beautifully connecting the realities of life and new experiences. I'm so sorry I missed this out. Radhika, here goes.
Good evening, friends. I'm Radhika Nair, editor, IWC, Trivandrum South. Today, I'd like to share with you a few of my experiences on a recent trip abroad. I don't mean it as a travelogue, just some personal feelings the trip aroused in me. COVID has kept us home for far too long, and it was indeed a relief to be able to travel again. This time, my husband and I decided to visit my son and his family who live in Canada. I was especially excited to see my granddaughter after 5 long years. The last time I saw her, she was a cute, cuddly 3-year-old who loved to be picked up, kissed, and told stories. What a big girl she had become. And of course, she was so happy to see her grandparents and was loving and warm. I had stacked up my mind with all the things I wanted to say to her, but with a slight pang, I did realize that the laptop had far more to offer than old granny tales. I could now empathize with my parents who, as my children grew up, began to feel left out. I think our generation will feel it more so as toddlers today know to handle technology way better than us, even before they can start to speak. Of course, we do manage WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, etc. But when the 8-year-old tells me, why don't you use Roblox to make videos like the ones she makes and uploads to her channel, I do feel dumb. Anyways, a fortnight passed by in a flash. We enjoyed visiting the various attractions around Vancouver where they live. We tasted some exotic cuisine. We went up a peak on a gondola looking down at the tall pine trees below, enjoyed the scenery, went apple picking on farms, experienced the Halloween festivities. We had a great time. After that, we went to the US and spent almost we went through almost the entire stretch of the US on a train. It was fall time, and I wanted to experience the fall colors rather than fly among the clouds. So we took an Amtrak pass. It allows you to take 10 train journeys anywhere in the US. The trains were comfortable, food was available in the lounge, and there were decks where you could relax and have a great view of the scenery. We started out at the West Coast at Seattle and went right up to the East Coast at Boston, Massachusetts, and zigzagged through the rest of the US, taking several stopovers to visit the important cities. We absorbed the colors of the red, blue, green, and yellow fir trees, among which small wooden houses with neat gardens are nestled. looking like the picture postcards we collected as kids. The beauty of the sunset reflected in the shimmering waters of the Pacific as the train moved so close to the edge of the waters, and the flight of the various species of birds as the train approached was indeed a sight to behold, though sometimes I did wonder what would happen if the water covered the tracks. It was fascinating to see the landscape change as we traveled. While at Chicago, there were huge skyscrapers and offices like the Trump Tower and streets lined with beautiful flowers. The Colorado Mountains was pristine white beauty of snow-covered pine trees looking like the Christmas videos we see. The Arizona deserts were long stretches of dry land with huge cacti of so many varieties, some even taller than me, reminding me of the small bulby cacti I was struggling to keep alive in the pot back home. After a short stay at Staten Island, we took a ferry ride to Broadway, New York, passing by the Statue of Liberty standing majestically with a torch held high. Surprisingly, the ferry ride was absolutely free, and the facilities at the terminal were at par with those of an airport. And it is the main mode of transport for the people living on the island. A walk through Broadway was also a great experience as I admired the architecture of the buildings, some of which were so tall that the upper floors seemed to be hidden among the clouds. It was a solemn moment at Manhattan where we visited the 9/11 Memorial. The names of all those who lost their lives that day are etched on the four edges of the wall. And we saw many Indian names. And there were thin streams of water trickling down the walls like unending tears. It was very touching. So many places like California, Texas, LA, New Orleans, all which were mere dots on the map for me, came alive in front of my eyes. The beauty of the beach at Santa Monica and the lip-smacking seafood we had, the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and the quaint Chinatown, all so neat, wondrous, and magnificent. Even the dogs had dog wash booths, like we have car wash booths out here. And they were groomed and given hairstyles, while some were wearing very cute outfits as they ran along with their masters. And they did not even leave poop on the streets, I think. Another thing I noticed were several senior citizens made the Amtrak a second home. They overcame their loneliness by talking to strangers and sharing their experiences and talking about their families till they would reach their destinations, and a new set of strangers would come and the same stories would be repeated. As we were on the trains for around 15 days, we got to hear the same stories over and over again. But I appreciated them. Why wait to be unwanted in your own family and then be shifted to an old age home, like some unwanted stuff shifted to the garage to make the house neat? So it's better to enjoy your trip. So what I would like to say to each one of you is that before health overcomes you, do make the trip, see the beautiful world Lord has created for you, and be done with your responsibilities. Live for yourself. Be happy, stay healthy, and God bless. Thank you.
That was a lovely message indeed. Thank you so much, Radhika, and I'm so sorry that I skipped yours. We skipped another important event, which is the announcement of the best bulletin. As you know, we had a few bulletins uploaded on our Facebook page, and I would request our district chairman, Surya Prabha Rajashekharan ma'am, to kindly help us announce the best bulletin of the year. Thank you.
Thank you, Maya. Good evening. This year, all the club bulletins in our district were unique and very informative. and each club editors has brought their own styles to the bulletin. As per me, all our editors are winners in your own way. Our district editor, Maya Gomez, have posted all our club bulletins in our district Facebook page, and the bulletin, pinnacle of the Innovi Club of Trichy Rockford, has the most number of likes. Congratulations to editor Kirtana Amarna. Now, let's give a big round of applause for Kirtana. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
I told you to stay on.
Okay.
Now we'll move on because we are running out of time, unfortunately. We'll move on to the next presentation by Bindu Siji of Alleppey. This is on her Sports and Fitness Center. So here we go. Sorry,
What?
Hi all. It's a pleasure to introduce myself, Bindu Siji, a proud member of Innovi Club of Alleppey. We live in Alleppey. My husband and I operate Pulse Diagnostic, a firm that deals with reagents, machines, and equipment required for a medical laboratory in hospitals.
As a family deeply committed to sports and health, we saw a need for a health club in our hometown of Thodupuzha. With the recent emphasis on health, particularly in the light of pandemics, we realized the importance of a healthy lifestyle. I am proud to present the Dopamine Sports Center, a facility designed to promote health and well-being. The center boasts a football turf built to international FIFA standards, walkways around the turf for morning walks, a small cafe to provide refreshments, daily Zumba classes, yoga, martial arts like karate, boxing, silat, a place for physical workout with cardio machines and weight training equipments. Dopamine is a happy hormone. Dopamine Sports Center is a destination where families can come together to prioritize their health and leisure. True wealth lies in good health, and it is our goal to foster a fit and active lifestyle that allows every individual to experience life to the fullest.
Bindu, that was wonderful. Wishing you all success with Dopamine. Not only is it a good business idea, it is also a boon to the community that you're in. If you're here, please do say hello.
Hello, ma'am. Thank you for the compliment.
Thank you for the sharing your, what you do. Now we'll move on to the next on our list, which is a presentation by Karpagam Subramaniam on her showroom. Her jewelry business in Tirunelveli was established in 1930. So it's a very old establishment, and they're now opening their new showroom. And she's inviting us, in fact, to the opening on February 24th. So we are lucky to get a preview of her new showroom, and here it is.
Hi, Innerweek members. This is Karpagam Subramanian, Club Editor of Tirunelveli IWC. Would like to invite you all to our showroom, reopening on 24th Feb 2023, Geetanjali Jewels by Sivahami Jewelry. We established in 1913, and now we are into a 110 successful year where our fourth generation is getting into the family business. All products are hallmarked in our showroom. Gold ornaments gives positive vibration to us. So I would like to tell everybody to use gold ornaments. Buy gold, wear gold, and save gold for future. Our slogan, Thangam Vanga, Geetanjali Ki Vanga. I would like to thank our district editor, Mrs. Maya Gomes, for giving me this opportunity on behalf of women empowerment. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Karpagam. If you're here, do say hello. We now hand over the session to our young editor from Madurai Sunshine, Zeenat Zaveri. She has a very short online quiz for us, which promises to be very interesting, and all of us can participate. Zeenat is a writer of fiction by passion and a mother of a 5-year-old. Writing is the second best thing she does, is what she says. The first is being a mom. So Zeenat, over to you. Zeenat, can we have you on board? Okay, so we'll just move on for now. I'd like to invite PDC Kamala Manimorian to please address us and give us the pick of the evening. PDC Kamala Manimorian was the district chairman in 92-93, and she has been involved in projects and cultural events that made Innerweek a household name in Madurai. During her chairmanship, she traveled to Delhi for the Pulse Polio program, and she organized an ICI at Kodaikanal. We always love to hear her speak, and we welcome her today to give us a roundup of the event and tell us what she thought about the presentations and give us the pick for the evening. Ma'am, if you're here, please do come on. Is she here? Is Kamala Manimorian ma'am here? You'll have to unmute yourself, ma'am. Let me just try calling her. Meanwhile, I would like our AC member, Cinda Joji, to just give us a small felicitation and round up for us. If you're here, Cinda. I don't think Cinda is here either. We have
Maya,
please.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So good evening, everyone. It's indeed a pleasure to be with you all virtually after a long gap. Last year, we were having quite a few virtual meetings, and I think like almost every month we were meeting with some program or the other. And today, like, it was really a lovely evening full of musk. I think all of you gathered here would agree with me. And like, even though it was a bit over time, none of us noticed the passing away of time with all the wonderful videos of the editors. First of all, I would like to appreciate and congratulate smart and young district editor Maya for the wonderful work she has done, especially today's program showcasing the talents of our club editors in a very interesting manner. Our chief guest of the day, national editor Rajni Katia, did captivate all of us with a melodious song and thought-provoking talk. And it was also equally interesting to listen to our advisors, Vimla ma'am and Beena ma'am, about her memories of a Murukku wedding. I'm sure all of you, next time you are going to have a Murukku, you will be thinking about this Murukku wedding. And Vimla ma'am's talk about the Valentine's Day and about love and how it is related with service was very thought-provoking. And this program, I think it's a different program from which we were having all these past years. And it was indeed fascinating because it gave us a chance to know a little more about the club editors. Usually we get to know only about, we get to read the bulletin, but to know a little personal side of them was remarkable. And Maya had asked us to do a pick, which I think is impossible because of the wide variety shown here. To start with, the flower arrangement section by Kottayam North editor Mini, it was really interesting. And moving on to the cyber security, which was covered by Kirtana, I think it might have been an eye-opener for many, especially like how she told about having a strong password and how not to charge your phones in public places, the helpline number she gave. All that was really very useful tip. The sneak peek on her travels by Jadika Nair of Trivandrum South was interesting because of the emotional feeling she had added, along with a thoughtful message of how we should be traveling in our younger days. Was indeed interesting. The devotional song by Supraja of Trichy Club just took us to a moment of divine bliss. There were many videos, the medical talk on women's health by Dr. Mangal Lakshmi of Madurai city was a revelation of many health facts that often knowingly or unknowingly women neglect. Thank you, Dr. Mangal Lakshmi, for that video. And it was also amazing to listen to the Hindi poem by Radha Janardhan of Innerville Club of Trivandrum. The clarity of words, to know what a remarkable woman she is, her interest, her passion, again, that was very interesting. And Purna of Trichy Malekote, your section of converting the waste to gold, I would say, to for us to get biogas and organic manure was again very interesting, because nowadays all of us, especially those who are living in cities, they are worried about how to throw away, dispose their waste. And here she has shown us a good video about how to convert it to biogas as well as manure for your plants. Thank you, Purna, for that lovely video. And that was one of the best video, I would say, which was presented, which was very useful also. And the dance by a graceful dancer, Gopika, that was also interesting. And Shanti, your video on firework factory. that was remarkable because it's the first time I'm having a tour of firework factory. Shanti, are you here? Maybe like district editor Maya said, you can take us to your factory. Then from Trivandrum Blossom, like we had Nell showing us some trending technology about like how AR and VR comes to play in our daily life. But certain things like the blockchain application, etc., she was talking about, it was all so new to me. And the Tirunelveli editor, Kalpagam's video on a jewelry showroom and how they had completed 110 successful years was indeed remarkable. Then like we had a few more videos. We had a video by Mini, like where she was showing a sneak peek to the educational institution where she was working. That was also something different. I hope I have not missed out on any. Maya? Have I missed out on any of the videos?
Yeah, yes, but it's okay because it's fine. You've given us a lovely gist. Thank you. Thank you so much for your insight. That is useful to all the editors who are listening in. Thank you for appreciating and for watching me through it all. In fact, I didn't introduce her, but I know she needs no introduction to all of us. She's, of course, a DC who had a beautiful term, you know, her past PDC who had a lovely term, very meticulous, and inspiration to all of us. One of the reasons why I also decided to come into the district because there were people like her at the helm. Thank you, Cinda. And
That's lovely.
Now I think Kamala Manimorian ma'am is, ma'am, we had called upon you earlier, but I think
Yeah, my electricity went off just then. I'm sorry.
anyway,
Okay. Yeah.
we did an introduction, so please over.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Now, whatever I had prepared also, I think Cinta has said most of it. So I won't go into everything again, Maya. Because
You can share
you're running short of time.
It's okay.
Okay.
We always have a feedback. It's very, very welcome.
Oh, okay. Well, my dear District Chairman Surya Prabha, Chief Guest of the Evening, National Editor of the Association of Innovative Clubs in India, Mrs. Rajni Katia, PAS International Innovate Board Director, PAP Vimla Abraham, PAS Association Secretary, PDC Beena Raja Singh. Beena, by the way, I enjoyed your narration. It was so beautiful, marriage. My dear AC member, PDC Cinda Georgie, our district officers of 321, PDC Sailaja Pankaj, district editor of Innovative District 311, Nilo Mishra, of District 317, Mrs. Viraj Kotak, all the eminent past district chairman of our District 321, dear District Editor Maya Gomez, and all the editors present here today, and all the participants of the programs, and my dear Innovate friends, a very good evening to all of you. You know, our district comes up with new programs on and off, surprising ones, but delightful all the same. Our editor Maya, realizing the hard work put in not only by her, but by all the editors of the district, I think wanted to introduce these busy bees at a different aspect, I think. We always see them only as editors, but now we have seen more of their capabilities, their passions and interests that has given us also an insight into several different areas of interest. Good idea, Maya. Kudos to your involvement that you show and the creativity that you show in whatever you take up. Well, you know, today's program started off with that beautiful and soulful singing by Trivandrum Tulip editor Sri Lakshmi and the team, followed by that, you know, it's a very fitting welcome I felt. It was followed so beautifully by this floral theme that set the stage for this event. Kottayam North's editor, Mini John's passion for flora and fauna took us onto a different plane altogether with the melodious music, birds chirping, and floral settings. Really, it was out of the world. Congrats, Trichy Rockford Kirtana Amarnath made me sharpen my ears with her cyber security. As Cinda said, we need to know a great deal about it, and something in a very interesting way Kirtana had presented it. Radhika Nair took us on a journey to Canada and America, a joyful trip indeed. Congrats. And now back to India. Coming back to India, with Sivaratri around the corner, Supraja presented Supraja Lakshmi Narayanan, Trichy Club, presented a very fervent and devotional Devaram. It was indeed so melodious and a treat to the eyes and the soul. My Madurai Club member, Dr. Mangala Preetham, is very health conscious and strict with us in the club on our health issues. She has given us a good awareness talk and counseling on issues we need to know about. Thank you, Mangala. The ever sweet Mrs. Radha Janardhan of Trivandrum Club, her welcome into her home and poem in Hindi was breathtaking, so well rendered, soft and sweet. Purna Vikram Trichy Malekote really creates wealth from waste. Biogas is a boon to homes, and if done effectively, so many uses and eco-friendly. Very good, Purna. Gopika Shankar of Trivandrum Iris Gold said it with all her fusion dance. Wonderful and so passionate about her dancing. What a way to introduce the Diwali crackers to us. The manufacture of Diwali crackers introduced by Shanti Annamalai Swami of Sivagasi Gold Club. In a very matter of way, she introduced it. And it was very nice just walking in through that whole unit and knowing the know-how behind the production. Vakatanam Club Raji Bipin has shared her knowledge on Kerala murals, and she did it in a very wonderful manner. Rajeshwari of Sivagasi Pyro Town, Bhuvaneshwari of Virudhunagar, and Karpagam Subramanyam Tirunelveli have been good brand ambassadors to their family and their own businesses. We will definitely make a trip to your establishments, my dear. Well done. Jyoti Meena of Dindigul Fort. No wonder the Dindigul ladies, including our chairman, are all yoga conscious. Not my fault though, but you did help us brush up our breathing techniques. Thank you, Ma. Very nice. Kottayam is always a forerunner, so it is not surprising that Mini Punos gave such a beautiful picture of her teaching and the green campus. I dearly enjoyed it. Really great, informative, and inspiring too. Dr. Ashwin, Trivandrum North, talked about fungal infection. It's so, fungal infection is so rampant, especially among the working class. And Dr. Ashwini has given us useful tips. Well done, doctor. We must request our district chairman, Surya Prabha, to have a workshop with Nellie Merlin of Trivandrum Blossom. There is so much to learn about new technologies and how they function. Nellie has given a clear intro into present-day technology and surgery with virtual assistance. It's all entering amazing facts. I have to live with, so better to know about them. Very great, Nelly. We really enjoyed that session. LFP is famous for its backwaters, but has got another attraction now with its Bindu Siji and her sports and fitness center. You could see how Bindu is so involved and ardent about a chosen field. Well presented, Bindu. We are yet to see Zenith. Well, Editor Maya has given me a very difficult task. I am at a loss for words. All presentations so creative and done with a lot of, but since let me just tell you what caught my attention. Raji Vipin's artwork on Kerala murals really caught my attention at once. Normally, very few people like to share their know-how unless it is for a workshop or something like that. But I was quite surprised how Raji not only shared her know-how, but she did it very clearly and sincerely. We could see how passionate she is about the art that she cares about. How to choose and mix colors, what brush to use. And she, I think she really went into so many details that 3 minutes. Raji Vipin's work is my pick of the evening. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Now, another person who took my interest was Radhika Nair of Trivandrum South. Her journey to Canada and the USA is nothing new, and quite personal. But she caught my attention when she said she wanted to experience the fall season and its colors throughout the states. She took the Android Pass for a train journey to make true her dreams. Made me realize my own dreams. Laptops and computers have taken over the place of grandmas and their stories. The glaring fact about present-day children is indeed empathetic. And she has captured a clear picture about it from a grandmother's view. So I'm happy to choose Radhika Nair as her topic was of interest to me also. And another person's presentation I would like to include with Maya's permission is Purna Vikram of Trinuvali Malikote for her wealth from waste. Biogas, such a boon to supplement a family's income by reducing fuel cost, and the residue is a great manure for plants. Very confidently, Purna has introduced a topic and urges you to create a unit in your homes. Excellent, Purna.
Thank you, ma'am.
With these words, I really thank Maya for giving me this opportunity, and I congratulate all the participants. All of you had done so well. It's very difficult to choose. Yes, everything was from a different area. Say one was like more for advertisements, another one was about their passion, and others were giving us so many facts. So different areas were presented to us today, and everything was very useful and interesting. But my congratulations to all the participants, and thank you for giving us a beautiful session. Thank you, Maya, once again. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We couldn't have chosen a better person to give us their picks for the evening. Well chosen. And thank you for that meticulous. You followed up, you went through everything. And indeed, I think we have a lot to learn from our past district chairman. So thank you, Kamala ma'am, for that wonderful wind up. And now we move on to the vote of thanks. Before that, I would just like to say it is usual for us to do a project whenever we meet. And this time I would like to exhort every one of you who's present here, especially our editors. I myself personally would like to make a contribution towards the fund for the earthquake victims in Turkey and Syria. And I would request all our editors also to make whatever small contribution they can towards their club. Our clubs are now currently raising money towards this, so please do so. We know from the flood situation in Kerala that every rupee counts. Even 100 rupees can go towards buying a new mat or a mattress or something towards rehabilitation of a family. And so this would be something we could do and reach out to humanity. Very rarely we get an opportunity to reach out to people in other countries. So let's do so. Innovale makes it possible. Anyway, now I welcome Rajeshwari Prabhu, the editor of Shivakashi Pyrotown, for the vote of thanks. I know she's been waiting for long. I could see your kids coming and calling.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you to all my fellow editors for the wonderful presentations. I would like to thank our chief guest, National Editor Rajni Katia, for being with us. Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking the time and honoring us with your presence. Thank you to our chief guest, to our guests, the district editors from our sister districts, for being with us. Thank you, district editors, Dr. Neelu Mishra, Meenakshi Anand, and Viraj Kotak, for sharing your thoughts with us. Thank you to our district chairman, Surya Prabha ma'am, for always motivating us to do our best. The stalwarts of our district, PIWBD, Vimla Abraham, PIS Beena Raja Singh, and all our PDCs with us and raising the event. A special thank you to PDC Shailaja Pankaj, PDC Kamala Manimolian, and AC member Sindha Joy for their talks and felicitation. My fellow editors, it has been a pleasure indeed to get to know each of you. Thank you, dears, and thank you to our district editor, Maya Gomez ma'am, organizing this meet and giving us this platform to meet you all. Thank you all once again. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rajeshwari. Now I think we'll wind up with the national anthem, after which we can have an open session. And for those who'd like to stay on. So here, let me just play the national anthem. Do keep your mics on mute. Mark, come here. Where is it? No, where is it? Put off this also. Yes. This one.
Ma'am, we are not audible with the anthem, ma'am, national anthem, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you all. Congratulations to the editors who got the pick of the evening. Every one of you was fantastic. Congratulations to Raji Vipin of Vagata, Purna, and Radhika Nayak and South. Thank you all for joining in.
Thank you, Maya.
Thank you, ma'am.
Lot
Thank you.
of-
Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Took a lot of trouble, and all the editors did an excellent job. Thank you so much.
Thank
Excellent,
you.
Maya.
Thank you, Maya. Congratulations.
Short by about an hour, but
Doesn't matter. We enjoyed every bit of it.
thank you so much.
Thank you, Maya ma'am. Thanks for coordinating us. Thank you.
Thank you. It was lovely.
So
watching
nice.
presentation.
Your effort is more than us. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. I think our guests have all left. I don't see anybody from the district here now. Zeenat actually, she has a very small little child and she gets caught up. So she sent me the questions. But what we can do, since I have the Zoom for a month, is we could possibly hold that quiz another time. On another day, a weekend or something, we can organize a quiz. And also, a few editors had shared some extra videos as well, like Radha Janardhan had shared a few videos of some decor in her home and etc. So we couldn't have time for it all, but we can do it another day. So, shall we all say goodbye then?
Yes, Maya, nice. It was good.
Bye, good night.
We enjoyed it. And after a long time, it was like meeting everyone. It was really just good getting to know everyone also. Congrats, everyone. Bye. See you all.
Thank you. Bye.
Encouraging all us editors on behalf of all the editors also, we thank you a lot.
Thank you so much. It was a lovely touch that you gave us, and I think we should publish it too. We'll probably put it in the next bulletin. It'll be a nice as well. And you've inspired us to do the Amtrak. It's a good idea to go around the US on a train. That's a good way to see it rather than do the road that.
Yeah, she said we are always on the clouds.
Yeah.
So that's a good idea, I felt.
Whenever I used to get in touch with Radhika for anything, she would say.
Okay.
Yes. So now we know what you were up to. Thank you all.
And the recent,
Yes, ma'am. Kamala, ma'am.
the recent technologies, we have to get to know more of them. Although we come across in papers, we should know more. I really ask our TC.
We'll be very happy, I'm sure, to do a presentation or a seminar for us. So I don't think she's here now, but we can definitely do that.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you so much. Good night. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Maya. Thank you so much. It was a good show, actually, to say. Great evening. We didn't even feel that this much time has just gone. Thank you so much.
Thanks for that lovely intro.
Pleasure is mine. Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you. And yes, as everybody said, we need to have another one meet in person, each and every person, and know very well. We do have much time. As you said, you have 1 month time, right? So we'll just make use of it and make sure that we are meeting each one in person and get to know each other even more in nice way, so that this will become a good platform for us. See, when our national editor came here and she was saying like, it's good to see one of my colleague was so good to see, right? So likewise, when you're at the helm, it will be very nice if you can just get along together as club editors. And if this is going to continue as a good friendship, right, it will be a great takeoff from your end.
Yes.
Looking forward for it.
Good idea. We spoke about this, Supraja, long
Yes.
time ago. So we should
Yes.
work. With all the meets we have, sometimes I feel it's not feasible to have one more physical meet. But in this way, you know, we can all meet conveniently. Since last year we've been doing this, we can meet.
And good, right now you have got that 1 month subscription, right? You can just make use of it
We
at
will.
most possible. We will do that.
Make it more just chit-chatting and getting
Yes.
each other
Yeah.
without a formal program also. We can do that.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye, dear. Thank you.
Bye. Good night. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody. You'll have to unmute yourself. Hi, Sauda. How are you?
Yeah,
Were you
very,
here?
very happy evening and a pleasant evening after 2 days struggle of a member passed away. So we had a little bit open evening and had a pleasant mind also. And it was very nice. One thing, every editor has so many talents. So it is very happy that you did it very well, that they came out with all the talents which they have. Even after they are editor, they have so much talent. That is very nice to see.
Yes.
Yeah, because if like this only we know how much they are very talented and how much they are doing what they are doing and everything. So it is very kind of you. And I was waiting for this for a long time when you told. So thanks for the happy evening and a happy this one day. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Condolences to your club.
Yeah, it's a very
Song
pathetic.
found on
That song from where you took from the FB?
Sweetie had shared it on her FB page a few weeks ago on January 24th. Precious Lord, she had shared Jim Reeves' version.
Yeah, it is a Jimbris version only. Jimbris song also. This is.
When I looked through her page, I saw that and I thought, okay, it'll be nice to share it. You know?
You know, she felt, I think, I don't know.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, because whatever she met on last Tuesday, so many members she met and went for the Rotary conference everywhere. She was very